Let's go! Game over! Bye! How's it going, everybody? I hope all of you are doing fantastic. Let's continue the review of Jujutsu Kaisen anime. This video is gonna be about the Kyoto Goodwill event arc, which is technically a tournament arc with a fancy name. As you guys know, or if you guys are new, I love tournament arcs. It's always an easy way to show the growth of our characters in a simple format. I enjoyed this one a ton. There was a lot of shift happening all over the place. It usually gets confusing when so many characters are fighting on screen, but Jujutsu Kaisen managed to pull it off in a great fashion. I think me and almost everyone understand how awesome Todo is. He was kind of like a mentor figure for Yoji. His powers are really interesting and his personality is weird, but not in a bad way. Shift got real when the curse joined the fray. However, at the end, Gojo blew the tuck out of everybody, which was awesome. So without further ado, let's start this review. This whole arc premise is straightforward, a competition between Tokyo and Kyoto sorcerers. But things got really interesting because one of the elders ordered the Kyoto team to kill Yoji, because he got furious when he found out he's alive, which was done in a hilarious way thanks to Gojo's idea. To make Yoji appear as a surprise, however, their plan failed miserably, as they didn't get the reaction they were expecting. I like the fact that this show changed its dark tone and sprinkle in some comedy every now and then. It's done in a brilliant way without breaking up the tension. However, the writer need to be very careful not to overdo it. That being said, Migami still sensed some sadness from Yoji. This scene, although it's small, it have a large effect on the audience that the event of the last arc are not forgotten. A lot of the animes tend to fall into this trap where major thing happen in one arc, then it's completely disregarded in the next one. Moving on to the plan to kill Yoji, Todo refused to be involved in the scheme and told them that he will be doing his own thing and nobody dared to stop him, which convey his strength to the viewers without him even fighting. Anyway, Todo went to face the Tokyo group. Yoji offered to fight him and let others go. I'm not gonna even bother what the competition was about because the anime completely ignored it and event played out in a completely different way. Several fights happened in this event. I'm just gonna mention them one by one. Since already I mentioned Yoji versus Todo, I will start with them first. Todo asked Yoji his classic question, "What kind of woman is your type?" Yoji said, "Tall girls with big asses like Jennifer Lawrence." And he actually said that. It's not a line they added in the English dub. He actually said that, which is the same type Todo love. Coincidentally, I don't blame them though. Then we had a hilarious sequence of Todo's imagination how he and Yoji being best friends. The perv mental role in anime is usually reserved for older characters. However, here it's in a high school boy. Todo's personality is an odd one, but I honestly enjoyed it. And when I watched this arc, I added him to my favorite characters list. He was teaching Yoji how to use curse energy, and Yoji's curse energy was lagging. And of course, Yoji being the classic protagonist prodigy, he learned it in like 2 seconds. I know this kind of stuff bothers some people, and to be frank, it bothered me too, but I think it's fine. It's not the same as Frieza training for 4 months and catching up to Goku and Vegeta that were training for years. Now that's bothered me a lot. But let's just focus on Jujutsu Kaisen for now. Elsewhere, it was time to see our lovely Panda in action, as he was surrounding Momo alongside Nobara, the flying broom girl. Yep, we're having a flying broom girl. Then Mikamaru jumped in for the save. I like how every character have their own unique fighting style and different techniques. This makes fight a lot less straightforward and linear and much more enjoyable to watch. And oh boy, this Panda. He started fighting with Mikamaru and they were going at it back and forth. Then we had a flashback about Panda's past and how became the way he is. And as we know, power-ups come in tandem with flashbacks. So Panda unleashed his gorilla mode. What? Apparently his added strength was coming from his brothers, because he had 3 cores that he can switch into. After that, it was game over for Mikamaru, as Panda, or shall I say Gorilla, beat the living shift out of him. The mech dude was being remotely controlled by a human who is completely unable to move and can't see the sunlight, and he developed some kind of friendship / rivalry with the Panda after a brief speech the Panda gave him. This fight was pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. What about Nobara? She was having trouble fighting Momo, the girl who can fly using a broom, as she was constantly out of her range. She was getting a couple of hits on her. Then Momo started babbling for a while until Nobara got pissed off and took her down, using a straddle technique and some nails she planted on the trees during the fight. It was great seeing Nobara in action. She had an interesting fighting style and a unique arsenal of skills. With the nail and the hammer and the straddle. We didn't see much of her in the last arc, so this is a breath of fresh air. I'm liking the cast more and more as the series goes on, which means the writer is doing a good job with the characters. However, Nobara's victory got interrupted by a rubber bullet from Maki's sister, Mai. Speaking of Maki, she was facing Maiwa, the girl with the sword. And to put it simply, Maki is a badass. She styled on Maiwa. Despite being a 4th grade sorcerer, her skill matches those in the 1st and the 2nd grade. They explained that she was classified 4th because she had no curse energy, but she compensated for that with her physical strength and combat skills and her mastery of using curse weapons. She kind of like a female version of Rock Lee in Naruto, who can't use any jutsu but compensate for that with his skill of taijutsu. However, she accomplished way more than him. Feels bad, man, Rock Lee. You're bound to be a fodder character. Maiwa tried to use her trump card, but Maki was ready for it. She took the sword from Maiwa's hand and beat her with it, just for extra swag points. Okay, I see you, Maki. After that, Maki saved Nobara and started fighting with her sister. Oh boy, the classic siblings fights in anime. The rule in anime is to tuck your family. It's all about friendship. Way to teach people about the importance of family. Good job, anime. Then we had a flashback about their past and how they were always together, and how Maki left the family to prove herself and to become the head of Zenan family. Because she left, Mai got angry, as Maki promised her to always be there for her. The good old "I'm mad at you because I love you so much." Then Mai used her trump card, the extra bullet in the gun, because everyone counts how many bullets she shoots. She deceived them with an extra bullet using her cursed energy, and she can use that once. However, this was not enough to beat Maki, and now Mai hates her sister even more. The outcome of this fight was a success, I guess. Migami was fighting against Scarlet from Mortal Kombat. Noritoshi, the dude who can manipulate blood. Migami started to become like Yoji because now he wants to save everyone. I guess Yoji's word had an influence on him during the Cursed Womb arc. The fight was going back and forth right until they got interrupted. Oh no. Uh-oh, the curses attack. The dude who uses speech curse technique joined them after he put Maiwa to sleep. It was kind of like, pick the phone, sleep. Bye. Basically everything he says come true, however with limitation, as he pay the cost. The harder the thing he says, the higher the price. Which is great, because this kind of power can easily spiral out of control, so I'm glad the writer was aware of this and limits its use. The three faced the curse, and the curse name is Hanami, the plant user who saved Jogo from Gojo in the curse training arc. The curses used a veil to prevent Gojo from joining the fight. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work out for them. Migami, Noritoshi, and Tog continued fighting Hanami. Tog tried to stop them using his cursed speech, but he failed, as Hanami was way too strong for him to handle. Hanami's ideals is to save nature from a human's hand. He is a curse who wants to save the environment. I'm happy that they didn't make him a mindless villain, and to be honest, from his perspective, humans are the evil ones. Noritoshi bought them some time to meet up with Maki. Now Migami and Maki start fighting with Hanami. Migami's skills significantly improved since the last arc. He's storing cursed objects with his Shikigami, which I thought was pretty cool. However, Hanami was too much for them. He stopped Megami flow of curse energy using his curse bud. After that, the best friends, or let's just call them the BFFs, Yoji and Todo, jumped in for the save. Megami and Maki left, and probably one of the best tag team in the show happened. Yoji and Todo versus Hanami. This fight was so awesome. The back and forth battle, the boogie woogie, that's right. It's Todo trump card. This technique allowed him to switch places with humans or objects. Hanami got overwhelmed, he was literally getting clapped. Todo was changing the pattern of switching to confuse Hanami. The tag team, the struggles, what more do you want in a fight? Yep, there is more. Todo taught Yoji a move called Black Flash. This move works as follows. Yoji hit the target within 0.00001 seconds of applying his curse energy. That's a very specific number. But it looks really cool though. Did Yoji learn that too fast? Yes. But it's not a big deal. Then the old man started rocking and rolling as he was facing Jozo. Okay, I see you, old man. Right until Gojo said, yeah, I'm gonna end this now. He clapped Jozo in
surprise, motherfucker,
like 1 second, and he obliterated that duck out of the place. Gojo is a monster. I mean, look at his eyes. They are beautiful, but they are the eyes of a psycho. I love Gojo, man. It was great to see him in action. Some people are bothered by this, saying Gojo is way too overpowered. That's fair, however I think the anime is using him in the right way, reserving him just for the awesome moments, and finally, we found out that this was just a distraction made by the villains to steal valuable curse objects. Those curses are not playing around, man. Anyway, they decided to settle the event with a baseball game, and the Tokyo team won. Yay! Let's stop here. I enjoyed this arc a ton, especially the tag team with Yoji and Todo, and I love the ending, even if Gojo is overpowered. As long as the show keep using him in the right way, I think he's great. Thank you guys so much for your support. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching.